So I'm going to get my nerd on real quick. I'm a fan of Star Trek, as I told you, from the TOS, TNG, all the iterations, even the new iterations I watch. I'm not a big fan of Discovery. I think it was the first one they tried hard. Huge fan of Strange New Worlds. I think it was right on the point of Star Trek, and I love the characters. And then Picard is Picard. Third season is my best because it was fan service. And I don't give a shit if people go, it was just fan service. Okay, and I'm good. But the new iteration of Star Trek is Starfleet Academy. And the hate that I read from Starfleet, that I get from people watching Starfleet Academy, is kind of aggravating me now. When I did a video before because I love Holly Hunter as the Chancellor / Captain. Her character is fun and great, and I go with it. And the other characters are really interesting. I look at Starfleet Academy as I don't know what the Japanese word I maybe about. It's a high school anime. Really, it is. It's in that genre. I could feel it, the whole thing. You know, with all the group together and the interactions and the teachers, it really feels like a high school anime. It's got that flavor to it, which I enjoy. I mean, Holly Hunter kind of fits into that. And all the characters fit into it. Not in a bad way, but a good way. I mean, take a look at it. If you know high school animes, you can kind of feel it, okay? To me, if you kind of put the American spin on it, it's kind of like 90210 to an extent. All right, it's that type of flavor, which I'm cool with. I'm not. See, the thing about it is that a lot of Star Trek fans, old school fans, I don't know, they're old school or new school. They're just kind of psychopathic. All right, some of them are like weird Star Wars fans. I'm fine with it. I want to give it a chance. I want to watch it and see what it is. The last episode, though, sold me. Because they have a holographic character. Basically reminds me of the character from Orville, who's sent out with the organics to see if we can do business with them. Because their people, their AI or their machines were horribly used and abused by their organics. They want to see if they can deal with the Federation. So this character is their emissary. And so she latches on the legend of Benjamin Sisko from DS9, which is honestly my favorite Star Trek, because I love Avery Brooks. And they do an unbelievable story. It's a really brilliant story, and homage to Avery Brooks through the entire show, and what DS9 was, and what the message was. And I've seen clips come up on my FYP, but I loved it. But I love connecting to certain things like that, and I thought Avery Brooks was perfect. But to watch the comments about people hating it because they don't get it, because they want something else. Hey guys, sometimes Star Trek wasn't about blowing shit up. Okay? Some of the best Star Trek episode, TNG, TOS, Voyager, even Enterprise, were not about blowing shit up, about interactions with people. The best TNG episodes were The Flute, you know what I'm talking about. The best DS9 episode was Sisko dreaming he was a black science fiction writer in the 50s, and those cultural points from that. Or the time he got lost in time. There was no blow up shit. There was no war. I mean, there were enough of it. But those are the moments in Star Trek. The drumhead from TNG. Look that one up. One of the first early ones where Data had to convince everyone he was human, or he was just going to be sold as property to Starfleet. See, those things. The one where Kirk was court-martialed for that, where he fought for him being a jury, not having a machine decide who he was, his fate. See, those things was what Star Trek makes Star Trek special. And this episode of Starfleet Academy was the same. Okay? Honestly, Starfleet Academy's only had one episode where everyone's going out in space throwing things. Space episode, the first one. After that, it settled into a very interesting show about relationships and rebuilding things, which has always been Star Trek. So, to all you haters out there who want something that doesn't exist, you're not fans of the show, you don't know how the show works. So, from an old school Star Trek fan, this is a good show. Watch it. All right? Understand that it follows the Star Trek mantra. It's just a different flavor. And if you don't like the flavor, don't watch. But for God's sake, quit pissing in the soup, all right?